As we approach our days both of commemoration, Anzac Day, Yom Haatzmaut, and our days of celebration, one of the happiest days of the year, Yom Haatzmaut, which we'll celebrate next week on Tuesday night and Wednesday, I think back to my time as a soldier in the IDF and one particular story as we were on our way to one of the, unfortunately, many different campaigns and wars that Israel's had to fight in Gaza. And we're on our way down south on the bus, sitting next to my friend, and he says to me, I was born in this country. I grew up knowing I would fight for the state of Israel. This is who I am. This is what I knew I was going to have to do from the time I was a little boy. But you grew up in Australia, you were born in Australia, you had options. You could now be sleeping very comfortably in bed. And he says to me, how unlucky are you that you've ended up about to go into battle? And I turned to my friend and I said, people all around the world, Jews all around the world, think it's an absolute privilege not just to fight for the state of Israel, to defend the state of Israel, but all of them are thinking and supporting the IDF in their campaigns and battles to defend the state of Israel. And I then took out my phone and I showed him pictures of the rallies in Australia and actually all over the world in support of the state of Israel and its right to defend itself. And he was shocked, and it's the first time that I saw him actually get emotional and realize that it wasn't just him and his family and his town, or even the whole country, but the entire Jewish world that was behind him. And I tell this story because I think often it takes someone who's coming from the outside, who was born outside Israel, to really appreciate what we have, what we've been given, the miracles of the state of Israel, a sovereign state of our own, an army that could defend itself, someone who's born into it, sometimes can't see the beauty and the importance and the blessings that we've been given. And it takes someone to come from the outside to really explain and show him how important Israel is to the entire Jewish world. And that's so true with so many things that we have in our own lives, that we only really start to appreciate them. And now in the times that we're living in, this is also, I think, truer now more than ever. We only start to appreciate something when it's taken away from us. So as we appreciate both the soldiers here in Australia on Anzac Day, Yom Haatzmaut, we appreciate the sacrifices that others have made so that we can live as freely in Australia, so that we can have a sovereign state and country of our own, a Jewish state in the land of Israel. It's important now, I think, this year more than ever, to appreciate the blessings we've been given. And even though it might have to be online, to continue those celebrations and commemorations in an appropriate and fitting way. Wishing you all a Shabbat Shalom.